There we go. Hello, welcome. It's been a little bit since I've made a video. And, you know, what better thing to come back to than with some Destiny. So, basically, I wanted to do just another little video to add to the collection of Crash Course videos. Because it's been probably a little over a month since I recorded the last one. So here I am, and I wanted to talk about something that I feel like is a little daunting to people when they first start playing the game. Well, after they've been playing the game for a little bit. Not necessarily when they first start playing the game, but... yeah, it's endgame content. You've basically gotten to the point where, okay, I've done everything in the base game, I want to see what else there is, what else I can do, and you're just like sitting there wondering like, okay, what do I do next? How do I do this? But what if I'm not as adept as other people? But first of all, like, don't worry about that. Most of the content in the game can be done solo, because this is primarily like my quick little comments on this. So do take this with a grain of salt. Because as casual as I am, I have done quite a bit of in-game content, and do a considerable number of raids. So I'm used to, like, in-game stuff. But there is a majority of in-game content in Destiny 2 that you can do by yourself. The little bits that you can't, I would recommend. Here's some things that I'm gonna recommend for the more casual players, such as myself. You want to do in-game stuff, but have some issues completing it, such as if you have troubles with dungeons, because believe me, dungeons are really, really hard to solo. So I understand. Here's the thing, though. Do you have a friend and/or friends that also play Destiny, have the expansion that is linked to the dungeon that you want to do, and/or do you know people that run dungeons a fair bit? Because chances are, if somebody plays Destiny, they do not mind helping you run those if you want that extra little bit of help. Like me, for instance. If you know me, and I have a dungeon, and have the time, I will absolutely love to do it. Because I enjoy the dungeons in the game, and they are considered like in-game content. Same thing goes for raids. If I have enough people to do it, feel comfortable doing it with that group of people, then absolutely. I totally believe that people should have the opportunity to do, you know, such activities, should they want to, and then given the opportunity. But you're sitting there thinking, okay, so what if I want to attempt to do some of the harder content, like trying to solo a dungeon, or doing like the higher level Legend Lost sectors? Okay, so find things that you enjoy using, find things that counter the champions that you enjoy using, and have a steady rotation of what you want to use for those. Like, for instance, I'm going to open it up here. You see, it'll tell you in game what each champion is affected by. If you have Beyond Light and use Stasis, Stasis kind of stops all champions dead in their tracks when you freeze them. It's pretty strong. Strand also does that, so if you have these two, you're kind of set. These you kind of need a little bit more weapon focus, but other than that, finding weapons like this that have intrinsics, like this has intrinsic anti-barrier. Trying to see if there's anything else I have that has an intrinsic on it, but I don't think there is. But anyway, if you have an exotic that has intrinsic on it, go for that. You have seasonal weapons that do these things, go for that. Like Overload Auto SMG here, or Overload Sword, stuff like that. Find something that works for you, go with that. Because if you want to do the Legend Lost sectors, they're gonna test you. They will test you. But if you're relatively at level, they won't be as bad. So grinding that power level up, doing pinnacles, because they're going away next season, remember. Next season, there'll be less pinnacles. For those of you that know, those of you that don't, surprise, there's less pinnacle sources, but more exotic sources. So, next season's gonna be the season to get your exotics if you don't have any. Because they're gonna throw them out like candy. Which is good. I'm happy. I'm glad they're doing that. The other thing is to watch for Xur. Watch stuff that Xur has, and watch stuff that the gunsmith has. Because if there's a weapon you like, and it's in the world loot pool, chances are they're probably going to have it at some point, and they might even have a role you want on it. Don't worry about it. If you're not, like, super deep into the grindy part of the game, like, up to making crafted weapons like these, don't worry about it. You can find something that feels good enough, just randomly dropped. If you like the weapon, go for it. Because at the end of the day, you can min-max as much as you want, but min-maxing is not going to make you better. Use what's comfortable to you. Like, there's all of these videos and stuff out there talking to people like, oh, yeah, you've played the game for a while, you know what's going on, you know what's in the game, you know what these words mean, you know what these numbers mean. No, like, new players aren't gonna know what the fuck that is. So that's the whole point of me wanting to do a video like this. It's pretty cut and dry, there's bare bones, I lightly went over it. If you want me to talk about it more, please leave in the comment about what you want me to, please leave in the comments what you want me to go over in more detail, or stuff like that. But I want to explain things to people that have no idea what these words in Destiny mean, because there's a lot of people that could be playing Destiny for the first time, or haven't been playing long enough to know what a lot of these terms are, because they're not really new player friendly, and I want to change that. Because, like, Destiny's a fun game. I enjoy the base game. I just like the gameplay. It's fun. I like playing it with friends. That's primarily the thing, because it's fully crossplay, so I can actually, like, play it with basically all of my friends. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited for next season. I wanted to go over this a little bit, be like, hey, if you've done all the base stuff and you want to do in-game stuff, you can. Don't be afraid to ask somebody to help. Like, just, don't worry about it. Because, like, there are people like me out here that enjoy helping people do what they want to do in this game. But yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. And please let me know what you want to see in the next one. If you got any thoughts, comments, please let me know. I enjoy hearing from you, and I do check all of the comments. So, it's my first video back in a little while. I know it's a little short. But, yeah, I'll get back into it. Next week, expect a bit of a longer one. Because, be some fun stuff. Season of the Deep is really soon. But, thank you all. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.